Final Fantasy VII is held as one of the greatest RPGs of all time by many gamers, so it's no wonder that back in 2015, with the announcement for the remake of Final Fantasy VII, that all the gamers went wild for it. So what's going on today with the remake 3 years later? We're going to talk about that right now. So back in 2015 at the Sony PlayStation Experience show, Square Enix surprised everybody by announcing the remake of Final Fantasy VII. This has been something that fans of the series have been asking for years for them to do. And finally they gave us a glimmer of hope and announced the remake. Now, what's happened since then is another story. This game has gone through many different phases so far within the past 3 years, some of which are good, some of which are bad. Now, it leads a lot of people to believe that it's now in development hell. I'm here to tell you that that's not quite the case, but it's almost at that point. So I can understand why a lot of people think that. So what's happened throughout the years, okay, because now it's been 3 years. Okay, so what's happened throughout the years is that the game went under development. We got trailers for it, which looked absolutely gorgeous. We got screenshots. We got some gameplay footage. You know, the gameplay footage brought it away from the active time battle that the game originally was, and brought it more into more of a Final Fantasy 15-esque action-y kind of feel, which is also how Kingdom Hearts is. And so that's all fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people that didn't have a problem with it, especially because Final Fantasy 15 was so well received, and Kingdom Hearts is a beloved series amongst Final Fantasy fans. So it's fine. That doesn't bother me. And then they announced that the Final Fantasy VII remake is going to be an episodic format. Okay, no problem. They said that each episode will be a full-length game because of how massive the project is, and that each episode will be about 20 hours. They said about 20 to 30 hours each episode, and that they would do anywhere between 3 to 4 episodes. Great, no problem. That doesn't bother me at all. Again, because when you play Final Fantasy VII, each disc is about 10 to 15 hours. All the way to the last disc, which is like 20 plus hours. But I digress. So that's fine. Now here's where it starts to become a little downhill, just a little bit. They then changed their mind. They said they're not going to be doing episodic format like that. Instead, they're going to do episodic format like Final Fantasy 13, where they had Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, and then Lightning Returns. I don't know about you, I did not like Final Fantasy 13. Putting Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 13 in the same sentence, blasphemy. That is blasphemy. Don't do that. But they did. And they said that the reason why they wanted to do that is to improve the quality and basically to make each one a full-length game. Do it in 3 games, 1 game per disc, so to speak. Now, the problem that I have with it is the fact that they would be charging full price for these. It would be $60 per game, just like it was for Final Fantasy 13, and I absolutely hated Final Fantasy 13. I did not like the series at all. Like, I could not find anything besides the visuals of, like, that's good about the game. So, regardless, that was the first news. The second news was that they then split off from the developing company that they hired, which was to Cyberconnect. It was Cyberconnect that they hired, and those of you who are not familiar with Cyberconnect is the company that actually produced the .hack games, which are very well received. So they split off with Cyberconnect. They said, no, you know what, we're going to keep it in-house. So they kept some of the stuff that Cyberconnect did and scrapped the rest of it. They're still keeping it on the Unreal 4 engine, so that didn't change. But now we have some more news that apparently they put up a job posting stating that they're looking for core people to make the game. So does that mean that they scrapped everything that they had? Like what are they doing? I mean, I understand that they want to make the game as best as possible. I'm all for that, because I want the game to be as best as it possibly can. But when you get into things like this, where the job posting, okay, the job posting is saying that they're hiring for core members to work on level design. They're hiring core members to work on character designs. That leads me to believe that they have nothing to show. How can you have nothing to show after 3 years? I mean, you showed us a little bit of the intro, the whole movie scene, the cinematic scene in the beginning. You showed us a remake of that. But again, you showed us a remake of that when you did the tech demo for the PS3 back in 2006, which is actually what first started the whole people wanting a remake of Final Fantasy VII. They haven't really given us anything to show in the past 3 years. People are starting to believe that the game is in development hell because of this. I'm starting to believe that they are scrapping everything that they had, and they're going to put something brand new together all over again, and it's going to take years. At this point, we might not see Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS4 like they promised. Because, believe it or not, the lifespan of the PS4, we're getting close to the end of it. And if they have to remake everything they have to redo everything for the Final Fantasy VII Remake and start from the beginning, most likely we will not see this on the PS4. It'll be on the PS5. It'll be on the Xbox 2. That's a little insight for you guys onto what's going on with the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Let me know what you guys think down in the description below. I want to know your comments. I want to know your thoughts on it. I want to know if you're upset about the news. I want to know everything. What's going to happen next is we're going to do a discussion on the remake of Resident Evil 2. Until then, you can click somewhere here about my Batman Arkham Knight review, and I will catch you guys later. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out for now, guys.